Today I'm going to show you how to make these adorable crocheted mini hats. And they are little ornaments if you put a little loop on the top, or you can make them just plain and you can set them on the table. They're just so cute. Okay, this one has no loop and no pom-pom. And look how adorable it is, just plain. This one has a loop for hanging on the tree. I love these. Oh, and this one has a pom-pom and a loop. Adorable. Okay, let's get started. Let's move these back here. I'm going to use a blue yarn today. This is such an easy pattern and it's very quick. You could be watching Netflix and just in no time at all whip enough of these out for a gift. You know, make like 6 of these and box them up and give them away as a gift. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to make 16 chains, and you can use any yarn, you can use any hook. What I'm using is just a worsted weight yarn and a 4.5mm hook. Okay, so chain 16, chain 16, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. Okay, and we're going to make a single crochet into the second chain from the hook. Okay, so just skip that chain right there, not the loop on your hook. Skip that first chain and insert your hook into that second chain. Pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through both loops on your hook. There's your single crochet, and we're going to put a single crochet into each stitch, and we're going to end up with 15 single crochets total. Alrighty, I have my 15 single crochets, and at the end of each row you're going to chain 1 and turn, and the chain 1 does not count as a stitch. So chain 1 and turn. And now we're going to start making a single crochet into every stitch in the back loop only. Okay, so the chain 1 doesn't count as a stitch. Go into that very first stitch right there, and we're going to go into that back loop only and make a single crochet. Okay, so we're going to make 15 single crochets in the back loop only. Alrighty, I've made my 15 single crochets into the back loop only, and that makes a ridge. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to repeat row number 2. So chain 1 and turn, and we're going to make a ridge on this side of the fabric. So go into that first stitch, make a single crochet into the back loop only, and we're going to do that all the way down. Alrighty, and now I've done my third row and my second row of single crochets into the back loop only, and so now we have a ridge on both sides. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to repeat that until we have 15 rows total. Okay, so remember to chain 1, turn your work, and then make 15 single crochets into the back loop only, until you have 15 rows total. Okay, and here's how it's going to look. Whenever your beginning tail and your ending yarn is on, they're both on the left side, then you can count the ridges. Okay, not the bottom row and not the very top row, the ridges in between. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. When you have 7 rows, or 7 rows of ridges with a row on top and a row on the bottom, with both yarns on this side of your work, then that means you have 15 rows total. Because I know single crochet rows are so hard to keep up with. Anyway, that's an easy way to tell. So I'm going to make my 15 rows with our blue yarn, and I will meet you back here when I'm all done. Alrighty, I've done my 15 rows, and as you can see, I have 7 ridges. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, with the top row above and the beginning row below. Okay, so now we are going to chain 1 and cut your yarn. Okay, and now we're going to tighten that down, and we're just going to weave in the ends. Okay, so get your yarn needle. And how you want to weave in the ends is not through this edge, but through this edge. Okay, through the straighter edges. Okay, and just a little ways, just enough to hide the yarn, because it's not like we're actually going to be wearing it. Okay, cut that, and the same thing with the other end. Okay, just weave it in through the straight edge. It doesn't have to be perfect. Okay. we go. Now we have our little rectangle. It's not really a square, it's a rectangle, I think. And now we're going to cut a piece of yarn that is about 14 inches long. And how I measure that is just from your wrist to your fingertips twice. Okay? And that should be plenty. Just cut that off. Okay, now put it on your yarn needle. And now we're going to take our little rectangle here and we're going to fold it over just like so, and we're going to seam this edge up, and it will essentially make a little tube. Okay, what we're going to do is start at the very corner and leave enough of a tail to weave in, and we're going to go just back and forth and go ahead and go under those 2 loops of that last row, and then you can go under 1 or 2 loops of the beginning chain. Okay, so just back and forth. All the way up, all the way to the other corner. All right, so stretch this out a little bit because you don't want this part to be cinched in any way. And now we're going to go across the top part the same way. Okay, find a very corner up here at the top and go just back and forth. It doesn't have to be perfect, just in through anywhere you can put your needle. Okay, just go all the way to the edge. And now we're going to hold the top of our hat and we're going to pull this yarn. We want to cinch this top part of the little hat, but we don't want to cinch the side seam. Okay, so that looks pretty good. A little more. Alrighty, that's pretty cinched. And now go back through. Just go back through all the way back. These make such cute little gifts also. Love these. And they're so cute to just set on the table too. Just cinch it down a little bit. And now we're going to run it back through just to hide the yarn. Okay, just a little ways. Okay. We're going to cut this. And there is the top of our hat. Okay, and now we still have this down here. So we're going to go ahead and weave that end in. It only takes a second. Just go in, try to go in between the stitches, just a little ways. Okay, because we don't want that to show really, because we're going to be folding the little brim up. Okay, and there we have it. It looks like this. It's so little. Let me measure this for you real quick. Okay, it's like 3.5 inches. And now we're going to roll up our little brim. Oh, look how cute. Oh, it's so cute. And you can roll up the brim however thin or thick you would like. I think that's just adorable. And now it's sitting about 2¼ inches tall. Okay, but you can make it any height you want. And now we just need a loop. Okay, so let's get some more yarn. Okay, we're going to get some more yarn, and it's going to be, let's make it about 1.5 times the length of your hand. We're going to be putting a pom-pom on this, so you want the loop to be a little bit longer so that we can have room for the pom-pom and still have a good size loop to hang on the tree branch. Okay. And here's what we're going to do. We are going to take your loop and we're going to tie a double knot. There's one knot. And, well, come on. What did I do? Oh, I got it. Okay, there's a double knot. Get your yarn needle. And we're going to put your loop right into your yarn needle like so. Okay? And we're going to thread this up through the center of the hat. And that knot, that double knot, is going to catch. Okay? And put your needle right through the center of the hat. Okay, be careful not to stab yourself. There we go. Let's go through these center. There we go. Perfect. Okay, I think that's good. Okay, see how tight that is in there? That knot's never coming out. Okay, this is the perfect length for a pom-pom. Alrighty, I've got my pom-pom, and what we do to put a pom-pom on is we're going to just put our loop on our yarn needle like so. And we're going to run the yarn needle up through the center of the pom-pom. Okay, be careful not to stab your fingers with that, because it'll hurt. Okay, and just pull it through. And there we have our little pom-pom on our hat. Isn't that so cute? And see, this is just the perfect size now to hang on the branch. And look how cute. My goodness, these are so cute. These would definitely make great gifts. And just any worsted weight and any hook size you want. The smaller the hook size, the smaller your little mini hat ornament. And a set of these would just look so wonderful on a Christmas tree or on a table runner. Isn't this so cute? So there you have it, your little crochet mini hat ornament. Y'all have a wonderful day.